In the previous video, we learned what is a crop, types of crops, agricultural practices, up to adding manure and fertilizers. Let us learn more about agricultural practices. We know that adding manure improves the fertility of the soil. Another method to replenish the soil fertility is through crop rotation. What is crop rotation? Different types of crops grown alternately in the same field is called crop rotation. In crop rotation, leguminous crops and non-leguminous crops grown alternately. In crop rotation, cereal crops like wheat, maize, paddy, millets are grown alternately with leguminous plants like pulses, pea, beans, groundnuts in the same field. Leguminous plants fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. They fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil in the form of nitrogen compounds and which will be absorbable in the soil and which increases the fertility of the soil. When a cereal crop like maize is grown at first, it takes a lot of nitrogen from the soil for its growth. It makes the soil nitrogen deficient. Later, when the leguminous plants like pulses or groundnut are grown in the soil, they fix the atmospheric nitrogen. The leguminous plants are having the ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen and they fix atmospheric nitrogen in the form of nitrogen compounds and which are absorbable form which increases the fertility of the soil. The root nodules of leguminous plants have nitrogen fixing bacteria called rhizobium bacteria, which can directly fix the nitrogen gas present in air to form nitrogen compounds. Leguminous crops have the ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen to form nitrogen compounds. These nitrogen compounds go into the soil and improve its fertility. Since leguminous crops can fix the atmospheric nitrogen themselves by using nitrogen fixing bacteria present in their root nodules. Therefore, nitrogenous fertilizer is not required for growing leguminous crops. We will learn more about these friendly bacteria and nitrogen cycle in further lessons. When another cereal crop like wheat is grown after that, it utilizes this extra nitrogen from the soil for its growth. In this way, rotating leguminous and non-leguminous crops in the same field replenishes the soil with nitrogen naturally. Let us see the advantages of crop rotation. It improves the fertility of the soil by replenishing it with nitrogen, which increases the production. It saves a lot of nitrogenous fertilizers, so no need to add the nitrogen fertilizers to the soil. In agriculture, multiple cropping or mixed cropping is the practice of sequentially growing two or more crops in the same piece of land during one growing season instead of just one crop. It is a form of polyculture. For example, in the Garhwal Himalaya of India, a practice called Baranja involves sowing 12 or more crops on the same plot, including various types of beans, grains, and millets, and harvested them at different times. Advantages of mixed farming. Farmers can keep their field under continuous production. It enhances the productivity of the farmland. It increases the per capita profitability. Both farmings complement each other. Next agricultural practice is irrigation. What is irrigation? The process of supplying water to the crops at different intervals is called irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation differs from crop to crop, soil to soil, region to region and season to season. We already learned in previous video that Kharif crops require more quantity of water than Rabi crops. So, Kharif crops are irrigated more than Rabi crops. The frequency of irrigation is low in monsoon whereas high in summer. Why is irrigation necessary? Irrigation before plowing the field makes the soil soft and plowing becomes easier. It provides moisture for germination of seeds. It is necessary to maintain the moisture in the soil for healthy growth of the plants. It helps to absorb the dissolved nutrients elements by the plants from the soil. Factors affecting irrigation requirements. The irrigation requirements of crops depends on three factors: nature of the crop, nature of the soil and season. Nature of the crop. Each crop requires a specific amount of water during various stages of its growth and ripening. Example, paddy crop is transplanted in standing water. Thus, it requires continuous irrigation, whereas wheat and gram do not. For cereal crops like wheat, irrigation is needed only at three stages: before plowing the field, at the time of flowering, at the time of development of grains. Nature of soil affects the frequency of irrigation. Sandy soil should be irrigated more when compared to clayey soil. Nature of soil affects the frequency of irrigation. Sandy soil should be irrigated more when compared to clayey soil. Now let us see why is it so. There are two important types of soil in which the crops are grown: sandy soil, clayey soil. Sandy soil is highly porous, having high permeability. When we irrigate the crops grown in sandy soil, water percolates quickly down the soil. So these crops cannot absorb the adequate water. So the crop plants are not able to absorb adequate amount of water. This is due to less water retaining capacity of the sandy soil. Thus the crops cultivated in sandy soil need frequent irrigation. Clayey soil is less permeable than sandy soil. It can retain water for longer time, hence the plants absorb water adequately. So the crops of clayey soil are irrigated less frequently. Season. The frequency of irrigation of crops is higher in summer season because the rate of evaporation of water from the soil and crop plants increases. The frequency of irrigation of crops is comparatively lower in winter. The evaporation is very less due to the presence of moisture in the air.